Hello and welcome to Datacast number 6. It is me, Chris, the Greenwood Gladiator, and we are actually looking at my Steam Deck, which I got for Christmas. I'm very excited about this. So what I've got going on here is my Steam Deck with a display port plugged out of it, connected into a capture card that's running onto my computer screen. As you can see here, it looks pretty cool. And this is almost like big picture mode, but this is just the default for the Steam Deck. And I've got the PS5 controller hooked up to it, so it's basically just like its own little console. I've got plenty of games on here, but I was going to run a little bit of, let's see here, yeah, Bioshock. Okay, and usually when I start this up, I do get a little error message, so we'll see what that says. And again, I'm using the PlayStation controller, which I think is pretty cool, just to be able to have that option. Okay, yeah, this is what happens every time. That's okay. And you can even use the PlayStation touchpad as a little mini mouse. It's very sensitive though, but still, very cool option. Happy about that. So yeah, for Datacast number 6, it is number 6. I may have said 5 when it started. I'm so happy that I finally got this thing. This has been my Christmas birthday present that I've wanted for a really long time. And my birthday's right after Christmas, so I wanted to do kind of a combined present so I didn't feel as bad. And you know, if you've got a birthday around Christmas or around, before Christmas or after Christmas, you definitely know how that can be. It's not a bad thing. People complain about it, but really I've always thought you can kind of combine them for something better, or just have 2 holidays to look forward to. Obviously it's out of your control when you're born, so nothing that really matters that much. And on that thought, I'm not being judgmental on purpose, or even hopefully I'm not being judgmental, but astrology, or I guess that's not what you call it, like being a Capricorn or a Sagittarius or whatever, I just don't get that. I don't get I think I could see the fun of it being like something silly to talk about, but if people really believe that, that's hard for me to understand. I could understand like babies born when it's really cold out might have a different personality trait than a baby born in really arid environment, but even then, I just don't think that that's something where it's going to really have that much change, what month you're born in or what your sign is. So this is a classic game. I love Bioshock. I've beaten this many times. Honestly, not that long of a game. Something you can get through pretty quick. I don't really need to heal. We're good. I would say it's like one of the first of, well, it depends on you look at it. It's the first game to me. This came out in 2007. I should make sure the mixer here is good. I'll turn down this a little bit. Okay. Came out in 2007, and when this came out, it was a big deal. It was like if you were playing Halo or Call of Duty, you somehow knew somebody who had this game or had played this game lightly, but nobody really knew much about it. When we were kids, just explaining my own experience. So I was probably 12 or 13 when this came out. And it kind of felt like a mysterious piece of media that we all wanted to get our hands on. So my friend Austin was the first one who ever got it. And the opening scene, well, it's not really the opening scene. One of the earlier scenes where the baby crib with the gun is in it. Like that spread like wildfire. Like that scene is like, oh my gosh, did you know there's this game with this really scary scene in it? And people borrowed Austin's copy of Bioshock. I don't know if they did. Maybe they went to his house and played it. But it kind of made its way around, made its way in the rounds. And by the time Bioshock 2 came out, we were in high school, and it was just like absolutely a blast. Even that game was pretty good. I won't go into my thoughts on Bioshock 2 too much. See what I did there? 2 joke. But the combat's really good in it. The story's not as great, but I'm playing on, I think, normal, just to breeze through it. And as soon as we get the plasmid with the fire, we can melt this. So this is one of the first games. Well, let me back up, I guess. I got the Steam Deck OLED. Probably ordered it a month and a half ago. And I was so excited when I bought it. The purchase didn't go through a few times because the page wouldn't load. But I finally got to lock in. I was so excited, and then it came in it was literally delivered to my house within 4 days of ordering it. Maybe even less, 3 days. And it was such a tease just to sit there under the tree until Christmas. But I did. I didn't open it early. I wanted to open my present the same day as my wife and daughter, buy into the whole Christmas thing. And I'm happy I did. I'm happy I waited. So out the box, I thought, what do I want to play? And I looked at what's Steam Deck verified, what's not. A big part of why I wanted to get this was for Baldur's Gate, and just kind of to play with my friends on PC, but also to do some of the cross saves where you can move your saves from PlayStation to, through Larian Studios, and then play the same save file on the Steam Deck. And I almost felt like it was going to be too good to be true. No way would that work as easy as that. But as long as you have a Larian account and you link your both your thank you. You link both consoles or however you want to say it. I keep forgetting there's not really a sprint button. Okay. I think people just do more than any kind of electronics. I guess maybe they have a resistance to it almost. I also just hell yeah. So when I opened this up on Christmas, I downloaded Bioshock, Borderlands, Baldur's Gate, basically just games that started with me for some reason. Also got the Master Chief Collection for $10, which is just ridiculous. Alright, yeah, that didn't work out great. And I think my biggest impression, or what impressed me the most, sorry, is that out of the box it just worked so natively. As soon as the game was downloaded, it loaded, it worked. There was not really any funny business for the games that I've mentioned. I just need health, I need everything. Let's see what we got. And Bioshock runs really well on just like you're playing it on, the 360. New physical tonic collected. With Hacker's Delight, your body converts the altered current from a hacked machine into a powerful hacking agent. Hack and heal. Okay, nice. Physical tonics make you stronger and more powerful. They are equipped separately from plasmids and other type of tonics. Alright, I'm going to pop that one. Now, I'm low on health. That's not great. Maybe I missed something back here.
Would it go worthless? Do nothing! Come here now! Stop wasting my time, you horrid monster!
Alright, lady nurse who looks scary. Oh my goodness. So yeah, back to when Bioshock came out, it quickly became a lot of people's favorite game. And it's one of those games where you could beat it in a weekend. It's maybe a 20-hour to 45-hour game, depending on, if you're playing it on the hardest difficulty, if you're playing it easy just for the story. And, the general idea of this game is that there was a man who believed he could build a town, or rather a city, a very large city, underneath the water. Oh, here we go. And how that kind of didn't work, and how all the people still there are really scary, drug-addicted zombies. Not zombies, but you've seen some already since we played. Set objects and creatures on fire. Repeated use to incinerate the pain, ages 12 and up. Alright, you gotta love these videos.
Light up foes to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spread.
game a few times. It's not as scary. It just goes from a scary game to a good game. But like the first time I played this, oh my gosh, for this part, it scared me just seeing them all go up at first. No problem, man. We know what we're doing. We've been here before. This isn't our first rodeo. I swear I've turned on these subtitles every time I play it. Do it again though. Maybe I'm just like not saving it. Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, I might as well look at all the options while I'm on here. Resolution. It's weird, but I'll take it. It's working right. I want to do VSync. That's definitely, I can tell that's having some issues. Water ripple. Oh, beautiful. And this game really was beautiful when it came out. It wasn't like, yes, keep these changes. See, I bet that's what it was. Okay, well, should be good here. That should look a little bit better. I don't know if the, looks like the screen's tearing a little bit, but oh well, old game. So yeah, what's going on with me? I just finished a really good book called Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow by Gabriel Zevin. I might not be saying that last name right because I didn't look it up before I made this podcast. And it is like maybe a 400-page book, a little less, a little more, of 3 friends, more than 3, but 3 main characters. Honestly, maybe 2 main characters, depending on how you want to count it. Oh, it's pretty. What a beautiful underwater city. About 3 characters who grow up in the late 90s and early 2000s and create a few video games, but basically a fictitious video game that's really inspired by real video games. And the author tells the tale of, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. See, there's gotta be something in here. Tells the tale of how, I don't know, of how these relationships are construed and how you can feel sadness and grief, but still be with your friends and make something beautiful like a video game. And it definitely wasn't my favorite book of all time, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm happy I read it. It's something I think, genre-wise, besides the video game part, wouldn't be my cup of tea. But because I read it, I feel like I don't know, a little bit more informed of how to be a better friend after reading this book. And what I mean by that is kind of the core plot is there are these 2 friends, Sadie and Sam, and Sadie is depressed early on in the book, and Sam asks another friend, like, how do I get Sadie, not to be depressed, or how do I cheer her up? What can I do, And the other friend is like, you go over there, you open the windows, you turn the lights on, play some music, and every day you just keep trying until, it's not your life or problem to solve, but you just make sure they know that you were there for them. And I think what really, like, that theme is in the book so much, multiple times. Definitely gotta hear somebody's. That theme is so much in the book that by the end, it's like the growth between the 2 characters together and also alone is just really immaculate. And I really, really enjoyed it. See, I should have so much more money. I'll try to hack this. I'm not very good at hacking though. Ooh, no, I don't want to do that. It looks like yeah, I need money. I need money. I think this game's too old. You don't even really sell stuff, I don't think, very much. So yeah, that book was really good. I'd recommend it. Over the last 3 years, probably 70% of that time, I've just read these epic fantasies like Brandon Sanderson's Cosme or some Wheel of Time. Really good books, strong series, Red Rising. All this stuff just looks so cool. I know where I need to go. I don't want to do that.
How dare you touch me?
How many money viewer here? So I finished that, and I'm reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy as kind of a palate cleanser before I read anything else. And then, yeah, it'd be nice to see where I go from there. One of my goals, New Year's goals, resolutions, mantras. I think I just call them New Year's resolutions, but I think of them more as a mantra. So, like, if I fail, it's not the end of the world. It's something I should already be working on. Yeah. is to read 3 books outside of the fantasy genre, maybe out of the fiction, non-fiction, but I might keep it to like historical fiction would count because I never read anything like that. Okay. This is easy. So yeah, anime, or what I've been watching. I just jumped into that, didn't I? I've been watching a little bit of anime. Bigger picture is there's just not a lot of great TV out there anymore, or currently. There are shows I need to watch, I'm not saying that. Lots of shows I still haven't got to. But I felt this pull to watch anime recently because, I don't know, for ADHD it just seems a little bit easier to start and stop things sometimes. Like playing a game. This should work. Playing a game where I can pause it has always been preferred over a game where I can't. In case I want to do something else or forgot something and need to go back. I forgot I was even going with that. See? That's what I mean. I'll keep going though. We're building the muscle of being able to talk for 1 hour straight. Alright, so we melted that. Oh, anime-wise, yeah. So anime, see, you just saw a real-time thought loop right there. Anime is a little bit easier to start and stop. I've always thought that. The episodes tend to be shorter. And I've been watching Vinland Saga. To the viewers, I apologize for the last 5 minutes. I just had my mind elsewhere. I was seeing a text come on my phone and was able to get through this level. But Vinland Saga, which is just awesome. I won't even explain what that's about. Just check it out, and if your life wants you to find that show, it will be meant to be, because it is just so freaking good. It's kind of got some Norse mythology in it. It's a lot about working hard. It's a lot of discipline. It doesn't really remind me of anything else I've seen, but the general idea is Thor's is this great warrior who was like a Viking, and he eventually just decided to basically retire, but didn't tell anyone where he was going, and just kind of started his own life and got a kid and a wife. Oh man, that was pretty crazy. And eventually, like 10 years later, no one in his current village knows how powerful he is. They just know he's like a hard-working guy with a family. But the Vikings come back to retrieve him or make him kind of explain himself. And he's like, I'm not coming back with you guys. I don't want to fight anymore. I just want to do my own thing. Leave me be, basically. And they're like, well, we're going to kill you for being a traitor if you don't come back with us. Alright, I've definitely not been paying attention. This probably can just be exploded. See, that would have made sense though, right? Might have to do a pause real quick. No, we'll work through it. I just gotta go through that door. Uh-oh. I think I hear a Big Daddy. Oh, I don't feel like I'm ready. So it kind of sounds like a whale's hum. And each level has a certain amount of Big Daddies. Or, sorry, little sisters that are guarded by the Big Daddies. Oh man, that's scary shit. See, that kind of brought a little bit of fear to me when I heard that sound. So yeah, Vinland Saga, I won't give you the big plot twist. Damn, this game is so fucking cool. But by the third, fourth character, there's just a huge perspective change that I didn't see coming, and that game has really kept me going. I really recommend Vinland Saga. That's really hard to say. To anyone just looking for a new show out there. It's very brutal, but it's not all violence. There's definitely some just good dialogue and good growth. And then I'm definitely not going to say this one right, so let me pause the game and we'll just make sure I pronounce it correctly. It is Hajime no Ippo. That's probably pretty close, so if I didn't say that right, I apologize. And it is about the kid who learns to be a boxer, and I just started that, actually today. So, I don't know, I've seen lots of Instagram videos of, scenes from this from this show, and it's like about a kid who works really hard to be like the best boxer, but still like keep his family going and school and stuff. And I just love that. I love things about stories about people working hard and overcoming odds, and obviously anime leans itself into that pretty easily. Okay, I mean, I don't really need that. I need money. I need so much money. Okay, I need an Eve hypo. I think those are the blue towers. Maybe they're not. No, those are things we have to buy. I think we're just gonna have to truck it until we make it. Would not mind finding just like a cache of things, like a block, or here we go. $2. Hell yes, $2 will buy us nothing. Now we're up to 7 though. That's something. If we come across the Big Daddy now, we would be kind of SOL. So yeah, anime-wise, Vinland Saga and Ippo have been very good. Boxing anime. Oh, I'm not fucking dying on this guy. Sorry about you. Okay. And then, yeah, I could just go on about the Steam Deck forever. So the only con of it is there's such cheap games on Steam. I want everything, and I've already spent more money than I should. Yeah, my wife will probably not be too happy about that once I keep racking up those great sales. But no, she's been pretty happy, just that I can game more on the couch and stuff, and it's just such a cool device. Very happy with that.
What could I do to make my features finer? With Adam and
I'd say I've been feeling a little bit down lately just because of the holidays being over. And not because they're over, just because of the gauntlet that they were. Both my wife and I have divorced parents and grandparents. So my daughter has 2 sets of great-grandparents. And it's just a lot of hustle and bustle, all worth it, of course. We're still kind of loot collecting.
Oh yes, run, you coward!
Alright, stacking it up. So yeah, maybe not down's the right word, but just definitely need to remember it's winter time. We're not getting the vitamin D from the sun. Definitely need that. And once we get outside more, probably feel better anyways. And if I don't, that's okay too. It's just good to put those thoughts out there. And it's good to talk for 30 minutes straight. I can't explain how good it feels after I do this. It's a little bit like socializing, but it's definitely different. Both are needed. This is more therapeutic. Obviously not in a professional way. I'm just talking to a microphone while I kill junkies underwater. But it is fun to play video games, and it's fun to play them handheld. And it's even fun to play them kind of reverse engineered on a computer like this. But, oh, nice. But yeah, I will definitely be playing some more Baldur's Gate on this thing. I'll be playing. I need to go get. And been playing a lot of Borderlands as well. Borderlands 2. I might pick up the 3rd if I end up beating the 2nd, which I beat before, but just beat it with my buddies. Okay, we don't really need that. And everything. Let's hack. Yeah, let's hack it. Okay. Ooh, we can auto hack to do it. Makes things cheaper. Gotta do it. The bulk is still going well. I've definitely been eating a little bit over the 2,000 or 2,200 calorie mark, but with the holidays, it's been really easy to do that, and it's not been a bad thing. But actually, what I've been wanting to do, so getting that caloric surplus has not been a problem. Making sure I get the right amount of protein can be a little tough. It's easy to get 100 grams of protein a day, but it's not so easy to get like 150 to 200. You really got to think about it. And especially if you have one of those nights where you eat a bunch of junk food and you get that 1,500, 2,000 calorie mark, but you didn't hit it with protein, well, you're going to be eating some pretty boring food to hit that goal of what's left over. Or, I mean, if it doesn't matter, if you're dirty bulking and you just want to eat as much as you can, then, eat what you want at the end of the day. Can hear my dog walking around. Alright. Let me at him. Let's do something. We got bullets. We got magic. Plasmids. Okay, I don't think we've been in here. Have we? Love this shit. See, if they just like remade this game, I know they've remastered it, remade it, whatever, but like just scene by scene, but with more mechanics like vaulting and you know, if I could bash them with my gun, that would have been cool. By the time you get to Infinite, it's really not that much more advanced mechanic-wise. The story's still pretty good. But yeah, this game is definitely the best of the series. I don't care what anyone says. Infinite is great. I love that game. It does not touch the original. Ooh, we got shotgun shells. You know what that means? That means there's a shotgun somewhere. But yeah, tonight I could look this up. But I'm not going to. Let's see if we can find it somewhere. Tonight I'll probably play some more of this. Speaking of, I should save. And after this, I'll probably switch to some Baldur's Gate. I'm still working at beating the game. It's one of those things where I'll probably barely beat it the first time and then go back and play it a few more times. And so I can beat it in a smooth way that looks cool. And record it. And then, you know, I'll probably start it again because that game's the best game I've ever played in my life. It took me a while to really decide that. But it has dethroned The Witcher. It has dethroned all kinds of stuff in here. Fallout New Vegas. And it's definitely one of the most enjoyable games I've ever played. Alright, let's get him here. But remember, I'm also in the water. That was a close one. Oh, that kind of got me. Forgot about that. Ooh, tonic security expert. Alright, hell yeah. Definitely want that. But where did he go? No, it's probably not the water. What else do I have on my list here? Hitting back and biceps tomorrow at LA Fitness. I'm lifting with a friend Colin, shout out. But he's gonna do legs, so it's more like we're just going to the gym at the same time. I barely got that. That was nice. All kinds of loot in here. I'm glad I found this room. Yeah, it's been probably 5 years since I've played this game. I still want to find that code. I weirdly feel like I almost remember what it is, but I'm sure I don't. So we see it there. It's gotta just be written somewhere. Forgetting I can jump. Alright. I don't see any codes. I feel like it's on the wall somewhere. I mean, that's the classic video game trope. Put the code on the wall somewhere. It's crazy how you can be in one of these rooms for such a long time. But then there's still a splicer that pops out and gets you. Oh, got a lot of money. Can buy some stuff. Did I miss anything else? I'll come back once we know what that key is. I bet it's in here somewhere. The code. Be a good time for like a flashlight. It might not be in this room. It might be something I've got to look for somewhere else. And that was scary when that guy was back here. Code. Yeah, probably we'll do some deadlifts, some close slap pull down, a couple varieties of curls. Back and bicep is probably my favorite day. or rather just back day in general. Doesn't have to be back and bicep, but usually is for me. Okay. Alright, we've seen everything in here. We'll come back once we know the code. Nice. Okay. I'm out of all aim. So down. Barely got him. We'll take that though. What do we got here? Grenade box with nothing in it. Alright, we're at the 30-minute mark. I know that was a more boring episode, but I just wanted to kind of wanted to see if I could even do this on the Steam Deck, to see if it would be possible to record. I'm happy that it is. So hope you have a great night, and thank you for listening.